Jonathan Lemire, here's where you get to answer for the entire press corps. My question is about figuring out how to cover Joe Biden, the whataboutism that is already in the bloodstream on, day 3 of the administration, following easily the most ostentatious president in American history. The New York Times, for one, is getting gently barbecued tonight about a piece they wrote today after their discovery that Joe Biden has a Rolex. Worse, he has a Peloton exercise bike. The piece, I think, was translated from the original French written by the cast of Lemire. This is why we can't have nice things. The New York Times doesn't want us to have them. When is the press corps going to settle into knowing how to cover Joe Biden as opposed to the 30,000 lies and the wreckage of norms that we've just witnessed for 4 years?
Well, Brian, I appreciate you giving me the ability to speak for the entire press corps, but I won't quite do that. I'll speak for myself and perhaps my colleagues at the AP. Certainly, it's going to be an adjustment, right? I mean, you just said it. We just covered 4 years of a president who had, shall we say, a shaky relationship with the truth. The lies came day after day after day to the chagrin of the White House staff often, and certainly it made our job challenging. We spent a lot of time fact-checking this president, calling him out in his lies. Those words were used in our stories. When the president lied, we said so. Now, obviously, we're not going to treat the new administration with kid gloves. We're going to be objective. We're going to do our jobs. We're going to be focused on the facts, and we're going to tell the story to our readers, or in this case, to our viewers. Certainly, there are little distractions, and there'll be things that are pumped up in the conservative media, that whataboutism. You know, certainly there was I believe, a chyron on FAUX News last night that suggested that Joe Biden's first week in office was a disaster. Mind you, at that point, Joe Biden had only been in office for a day and a half. So certainly there's going to be an attempt to try to attack the media's coverage of this president and this president itself from those who oppose him. Our job, though, of course, is to keep the eye on the ball, is to be as objective, to be fair. We're going to ask tough questions. And the new White House press secretary, Jen Psaki, to her credit, she has said in the briefing room each of the last 2 days she expects tough questions. She knows that sometimes things will get contentious. But what also happened in that briefing room the last 2 days? There was no battles with reporters, no accusations of fake news, and no declarations that reporters were the enemies of the people. That's a refreshing start. That's a nice change of pace. Let's go from there.